Mr. Powell, I think many of us were struck by your remark in the House of Commons to the Home Secretary, "You have seen nothing yet." What did you mean by that?
It wasn't a new remark. I've been telling people that for some years. And whatever lies behind these events will continue to intensify as time goes by.
Inevitably, we will have more violence, you're saying?
Inevitably, unless.
Birmingham has the second highest concentration of black and Asian families in the country. Handsworth Ward is right in the center of the ghetto. 18,000 people live here. 70% of them are black and over 30% of them are unemployed. Just a few weeks ago, a policeman was beaten up by a gang of black youths after an incident when a patrol car was stoned. The black youngsters are well organized, and there are at least 10 unofficial self-defense groups in the area. Each week, literally hundreds of black youths learn how to inflict appalling injuries at sessions like this one.
I think that unemployment contributes to social tensions, and so do all kinds of other things like feckless parents and lack of discipline in the schools and too easy access to drink and liquor among young people. All of those things contribute, but there is no ground for violence and madness of this kind, and it cannot be explained away by these social factors. In the 1930s, we'd far more unemployment, far worse housing, far fewer social services, but people didn't go mad and start throwing Molotov cocktails about. There's something quite new in this, and a great part of it is the tearing down of the standards of discipline and of pride and of loyalty to one another in our society. Our society's come out of joint, and the police are being asked to put it together again, and it is a task that they ought not to be asked to do.
Social conditions have nothing to do with it, because the same social conditions do not produce those consequences where the alien wedge is not present. The same social conditions in County Durham or in Worcestershire don't cause people to arrive in large numbers, fight with the police, overturn cars, burn their towns down. There's something special, isn't there? And what's special is the alien wedge. When you use the word blame, I will only accept that in the sense of assign as the crucial cause. If you're looking for people to blame, it's those who were warned that the conditions in which this would happen were continuing and intensifying and did nothing to prevent it when that could more easily have been done.
As the clearing up began, one of the country's most pressing dilemmas became public. How do you police an area like Brixton? Robberies are running at 5 times even the London average, but a countervailing police presence on the streets leads to violence. Yeah. And if concrete causes of last weekend's explosion are sought, then look first at Brixton's concrete jungles. 18,000 still on the waiting list. On the job front, the latest firm to pull out is the London Rubber Company, leaving its premises vacant and costing Brixton 400 jobs. Worse even than the overall unemployment scene is the jobs picture for young people. Last year this time, there were 353 school leavers registered at the local careers office. There are now 784. Last year, there were 130 registered vacancies. This year, there are just 18. There are those too who gain credibility from the discontent. Labour Party young socialists hand out leaflets to passers-by. Brixton is also in political ferment. The failure of established parties has opened up the way to others, some would say malign forces. What was her reaction to last weekend's violent confrontation?
Well, we welcomed it very much in the sense that the people of Brixton showed the police that they weren't prepared to put up anymore with the kind of treatment they've been getting from them. In that sense, we absolutely welcomed and supported the action they took.
And you would encourage other such confrontations?
Well, you see, the type of confrontation that we would encourage or not encourage, right, is a bit of a different question. I mean, in this particular incident, we didn't have a hand in it. It was a popular uprising, that's how I'd characterize it, in which, as anyone who only had a fleeting experience of what was going on would confirm, the vast majority of the people who live in the central Brixton area took part.
Would you agree that you're perhaps cashing in on it subsequently and politically?
Well, I mean, you know, in the sense that you can say that revolutionaries, of course, always cash in on the grievances of the people. Yes, we do. Yeah, certainly.